there and get them to that point where Seraph can carry them. Look at this though, 1 red trinket. Now, you can go for an invade like this and sweep a ward at one of the buffs if you want a really early invade. And you can still sell these trinkets after you do your level 1 shenanigans and then buy a different trinket. What we haven't seen so far in North America at least is the blue trinket start. I'm a big fan of that, so you don't have to face check when you're going for your invade. And then you can just sell that one and buy whatever you want after as well. But hasn't happened here today for North America. Pretty much everybody playing defensively. Full line of defensive wards here. All placed at 1 minute. Now, especially for solo laners, if you expect a normal lane phase, that trinket will come right back up at 3 minutes when your jungler is going to be coming in with double buffs. So for solo queue, that's the optimal time to place your first ward. Because you do want it back up in time for the double buff jungler gank.
When the Lee Sin of the Nunu shows up, you want to see him coming. Well, Link gonna wait around on the back line. I like how he's nice and far away. He's away from almost any possible dark binding, but he'll still see the team come in to invade. So Link being his own trinket ward.
And I like this. LMQ actually invading on the bottom side here. A lot of the times the red side will invade top and go for the swap. CLG though, doing the predictable route. LMQ should probably be guessing that CLG would be going for this bottom side invade. They do go for the top one. Now really the question here is, what will LMQ with the timer on this red buff? I believe that they will fully clear this camp so that they have the exact timer for it and continue invading with Nunu, because that's where, oh, okay, never mind. They're gonna leave the baby there.
2-on-2 though, we've seen this fight before. Vasily down to half health already. That Twitch rather low, now more taking damage. Aphromu's still fighting, and there's Sam, he flashes, he lands the stun, exhaust, first blood, double it, the Q, another kill, CLG 2-0.
Well, we did not disappoint, Freak.
No.
That early action in bottom lane. Double lift gets the kill on Vasily. So I was saying that LMQ would be expecting CLG to invade on the bottom side, but they were not expecting that. They run straight into it with the 2 versus 2. This is one of the problems with all of the teams going for these invades on the different sides of the map. They do not expect this every single... Oh, here we go. Now we have more action. Level 1, no name!
Javelin hits, but Seraph can't chase him down any farther.
Yeah, no flash and no leap because he started with Counter-Strike.
Right choice, to be fair, but...
Yeah, it got them first blood. It's definitely worth it.
Wasn't exactly a bad choice. Double Lift does not manage to juke this one. Diddler and Ricochet at 2, but some good damage. Aphromu with the Spell Thief's Edge, putting good damage down.
All right, so Double Lift gets the early first blood in his lane versus Vasily, and they do match up in the 2 versus 2. So he's going to have a large advantage coming in. Now, the other thing about a Sivir Lulu lane is that they are very strong at pushing. They can shove their lane very effectively, and since they got that early lead, shove it right into the turret, go and spend that money. You know, try and make that first blood actually worth it, actually have an impact on the early game, instead of waiting all the way until you have enough money to buy something else. He gets that early sustain of the Vamp Scepter. It means he's going to be able to just constantly shove down bottom and crush.
Speaking of crushing, Seraph dropping Ackerman at a half HP right there. Has a ton of potions in the back of that one. Took an early recall, TP'd back up there, so he's plenty powerful on Jackson. I feel like this lane will probably keep going Seraph's way.
Yep, he's got extra vision as well. He can ward up 2 spots, usually blue side. Bit of a disadvantage as far as solo lanes are concerned, having to try and manipulate the creeps and ward for many entrances of the jungler. But even if Nunu does come up, he's got a leap that he can try and get away in time before he gets snowballed. So Seraph should be feeling fairly confident up in the top lane.
Alright, so normal lanes, Xiao leaves his 3rd Q available for a good long time. Tries to impress his will upon Link, doesn't get any real big damage down, but he's putting the wind wall to block some CS. And I'm just going to note, actually, is the Void Boy actually maxed his E first on Yasuo. He had 3 points in Q by the time he had 5 points in his dash, which is pretty heavy damage. Right now, the Xiao is actually maxing his Q first. He's 2 points in that, only 1 in the dash. I do want to see if that build ends up changing over time if he switches in later levels, but for now, just the Q points.
All right, we'll keep track of that. The other thing we'll keep track of is Dexter in the jungle. Bush camping top. Ackerman does have his flash, so They're going to have to land a nice stun under the turret here to be able to go for the actual kill, and they do get it. Wow.
Stun lands the ease from Lee Sin, but his Q is going to be point-blank range. Gets it. Seraph dodges aggro, heals up off the level up. A double lift now in a 1v2. He's got nowhere to go. The gank from No Name to success, 1 for 1 on the map.
All right, so a good choice from LMQ to go and try and curb the double lift aggression, because double lift is going to be shoving all the time. He's got the extra life steal there with Sivir. They need to do something to get that back in Vasili's control, because when Vasily had to back, didn't have enough money for a fully completed Vamp Scepter. He could not sustain in that lane for long. So they make a good choice and they try and even up the bottom lane, but man, was that a beautiful dive up top. Even the communication there, definitely showing with Seraph as well as Dexter, tanking up the turret so that Seraph can actually go finish it off. Give him the actual money for the kill to help him against Shyvana, get Jax going. As we said, they really need him to be their main force for the late game.
That was remarkably well played, but level 6 now. Dexter joining up into the mid lane, though. Link puts some damage down. Shyvana gets the knockup. Ulti comes in. There's No Name as well. Big damage down. Dexter going to fall. Nice counter gank. Link forced to run away. Ooh, good damage, though. He's going to go for this one. He does have flash. Good flash by Xiao. Exhaust still up for Link. No mana for No Name. Going to back out.
Great counter gank there. No Name. And actually, the level 6 Yasuo there as well. Xiao had been charging up his dashes, so a lot of damage there. Able to turn it around on Dexter. They stay around just to shove one more lane. Even though Nunu's out of mana, wanted to go back to base, helping out Yasuo. They need to shove it one more time to buy Xiao time to go back and purchase. And this is a story for the top lane. Now that Seraph is 6, 2 auto attacks on a minion, and he can just go right into Ackerman's face, make use of that ultimate charge. There's no way you can take that trade as Shyvana. Ackerman having to go back and purchase.
And playing it absolutely well now. So going to keep the push going. Ackerman had just TP'd, by the way. It's been 90 seconds since he teleported to that lane. 3 waves later, forced to recall again. Double Doran's Blade plus Vamp Scepter and a couple of potions is his build. Seraph still getting a pretty big lead, and he's got teleport right now. So if CLG makes a dragon play, they're going to have a top laner, and LMQ won't.
And they're going to have a pretty powerful top laner, too. Already with the Cutlass. So he's got kill potential, even on Shyvana. And it looks like Ackerman will be going for a similar build. So both of them rushing offensive, but Seraph has a pretty substantial lead. So if they both teleport in, definitely advantage to CLG. However, No Name's got great control of the objective here, and he's done a good job trying to keep Dexter in check.
Right now, Dexter, though, he's getting rid of some of these wards right here, so CLG have already started to set up for this dragon attempt. Knockup's going to be there. Good damage down from Xiao. Linked on a half HP, goes into Cougar form, tries to fight back.
Xiao, be careful.
Gigantic damage, exhaust forced out, but there comes Seraph. The kill comes through. CLG get one back.
Link keeps him interested, and Seraph had already rotated down for the dragon, so he doesn't even have to use his teleport. He can actually use his teleport to go defend, and he does pop it off, so Ackerman actually will be stuck behind the minion wave here. They're coming in with No Name, though.
Yeah.
I mean, going for a dive on that Jax is very hard, but they can at least steal away blue buff from Italy, which is extremely important. Not quite worth a dragon. Xiao goes aggressive, and then Link stays and fights. He baits him a little bit there, staying in early, creating a little bit of what looks like a mistake, and just buying enough time for Seraph to come in for the stun and kill.
Well, good play by LMQ, though. They actually, instead of going for the dive, just went and stole the blue buff. Link went up to try to stop that one, but No Name actually running absolute zero to kill it faster.
And he wants to answer.
Well, he's got the trap down, but it's not available yet, so nothing too big for the guy. CLG make their way back out. Xiao. You know, despite that death, he's still holding very, very equal to Link right now in this lane. Both level 8. Static Shiv not far from done. This is Yasuo.
Also, as far as controlling mid lane, that blue buff, not only do they deny that blue buff from Link, but having the timer as Nunu against Nidalee for your opponent's blue buff is huge. You want to be able to continue your counter jungling with Nunu. It's all about the repeat stealing of the blue buff. He wants to be able to get all consecutive blue buffs and keep those away from Link so they don't have to deal with it. Whoa!
Gonna
Fresh
fight
back
going
from Ackerman.
really big damage actually in the Nunu coming in from the side as well. Seraph's going to have to give up this CS most likely, and out he goes.
They will be able to farm behind the turret here, an extra wave. But again, there's nothing left for them to steal. No Name's spending more time up on the top side. They're not able to get another objective, denying Seraph a good amount of CS though to the turret right now. I don't know if they'll actually want to finish this one off.
They're staying and dealing damage to it right now. We're watching the bottom lane for now, but these guys are pummeling this one. The Blood Boil helping out a little bit. No Name dealing the damage, and this will be the top lane turret first of the game for LMQ. Really good fight for Ackerman. Just went in, took down, like forced down Seraph by himself. No Name gets the turret gold. And there they go.
So they're gonna get the turret, but the way they left the minion wave, it's gonna be in Seraph's control. Seraph can do whatever he wants with this wave now. He can actually keep it on his own territory. Doublelift going pretty aggressive. Moore has no invisibility, so they go after him.
Good flash. It's gonna be all right. But yeah, that's a flash burn for the Sivir ulti. Pretty much a worth it trade on this one. Xiao Wei Xiao does have a static shift though to go back to the mid lane. The power spikes are coming up here, and honestly, the fact that Seraph had this item lead, but Ackerman still won the fight, just kind of thinking back about a minute and a half. Spells good things. Xiao Wei Xiao, they're not in the best spot. Nice knock up there. Goes in for the battle on Dexter. Force be kicked away. Ignite burned. Xiao Wei Xiao not going to chase him down, but has really good damage. That's for sure.
Very impressive, Yasuo, as I said. Glad we can get a glimpse of it here. Oh! Not that impressive. The wind wall will only block things coming from the front. It's a very thin wall.
Yeah.
But as I said, Seraph gets to do whatever he wants with that creep wave. He's decided to freeze it up in his own territory by his own ward coverage at blue, so he's very safe. And since the dragon was just taken, there's nothing for LMQ to answer with. I think that was a mistake by LMQ. They thought that dragon was available.
No, they're just going bot lane.
Oh, okay.
They're just going hard for bot lane. Yeah.
It's going to dive then.
Got the ward down, clear with the pink ward. No Name going to flank around as well. And Seraph, he has TP to rejoin the fight if they go for the 4v4. Dexter also making his way down. Double pushing these guys back. Ackerman's still waiting in the wings though.
And as soon as Seraph sees this, he sees the movement down bottom, he immediately changes gears. Hey, guys, there's going to be pressure down bottom. I need to shove this now. He's no longer freezing, tries to push his lane as quickly as possible so that if he does have to teleport down, the wave will not be lost for him. It will be shoving up into the turret, it will die to the turret, and LMQ will lose out on more. So by doing that, he's able to get the teleport from Ackerman. Will he stay around for a little fight here? 1 versus 1?
Gonna go for the brawl. Stun's gonna land. Good damage comes through. Ackerman goes back in for it though. Dragon form popped ulti as well for Seraph. These guys trading cooldowns. Seraph low on mana. Ackerman still going for this one. No one even around to join this fight.
So Seraph is running because he does not have any ward coverage. He knows he can't stick around and fight this because other members of LMQ could show up.
Gonna keep running. Jumps to a minion. Ackerman. Just gonna go for the minions in this one. Dragon form really easy to clear minions with. Everything becomes AoE. And down they go. So Ackerman, definitely not being shy about going for the brawls or even fighting a Jax this late into the game. Well, late in the game, 13 minutes in, but a Jax who was winning the lane, a 2-0-2 Jax, and he's like, I'm still gonna fight you.
Yeah, he's playing very confidently. The tabbies are probably helping out as well. But yeah, it is hard to itemize specifically against the Jax because he does so much mixed damage. Ackerman is also going mixed build, slightly offensive. He's playing very aggressive, and really it's paying off because there was no good vision there as well from Seraph. But now, the repeat invade, here we go. As I said, the prepped consecutive blue buff steals here. LMQ getting into position extremely early, actually. So they actually get met by CLG.
LMQ get it. Good smite there. Nunu steals with the blue buff, makes sure it's there for himself. Doublelift in the one going against Vasily bot lane, but look at the damage there. Doublelift with his BT, gonna take that turret down rapidly. Vasily though, he's got Rune King, he goes in, pops the ulti, big damage to Doublelift, forces the ulti to be traded away, but it's still a turret.
There's a disengage, as I said, Sivir versus... Ooh, Vasily's gotten invisible and he still has Blade active. Ooh, doesn't get it, never mind. Doublelift shoves the wave, doesn't want to go for the assassination.
Alright, nothing too big picked up. Seraph gonna keep the scraps this top lane, still going for the farm, 112 minions on him, so still quite a reasonable score, but we haven't seen any major team fights in a while now. CLG might group up. Dragon is back available. LMQ do not have teleport, but Seraph does. Could be a 5v4.
Wow, they're making the call to rush this without Ackerman. Ackerman's going for the red buff here. This is CLG's opportunity if they could get everyone in position.
Oh, the knockup on Dexter! Oh. Beautiful read by LMQ. They take him down mid-flight.
Yeah, we might want to replay that.
That was awesome.
That was just amazing. Xiao. One of the reasons I wanted to see this Yasuo from him. Seraph does get caught, and Ackerman makes use of that red buff that he was just soloing.
So what you're saying is we don't need TSM for amazing plays?
Yes, Freak, yes. All right, so let's watch. They know what Dexter's plan is. He's coming in. Xiao immediately already throws out the knockup. So he catches Dexter mid-air. Oh, stuffs him so hard.
Yeah, they had a Warden Tri-Brush, so they knew he was looking. Then once the Q landed, he was like, all right, I know he's coming. That was.
He's like, all right, you got me, Xiao. Good play, good play.
That was pretty awesome. All right, so LMQ taking some time in this one. Only a 400 gold game right now. Seeing these guys definitely making good strategic plays overall. I know one question that Jat had when he first cast LMQ earlier today. I like calling back to the stories everyone else talks about. He's like, you know, LMQ, the players come from China, but they're an American team now. Will they play like a Chinese team or an American team? And the fact that the Nunu pick is in there for no name is a fairly Chinese pick. We saw OMG run that.
The fact that they know how to use a Nunu jungle says that they're probably not North American.
True. Morgan kicked away though. Nice absolute zero. Dexter extremely low. Nice dodge the javelin. He helps pick that kill, but it's going to go to No Name. The knockup now. Sarah forced the ward hop away, but the chase down. Double kill for the jungle. Nunu. He's going to keep on going for this one. Ackerman still on the chase. He is fast. He flashed it with the red buff. Big damage. Double it.
Blood boil on him.
Still trying to run away, but no. They respect the damage, but they didn't respect the javelin. Nice shot by Link pulling one back.
Good answer from CLG, but they did lose Jaxus again. Seraph here starting to get a little shaky. All right, so he goes in, flash stun, gets two. Morgana gets kicked out so they don't proc her ulti, but they do save her life.
Man, a lot of low health bars though. CLG taking that one kill and going for the pressure with it. More barely survives a death blow. But CLG do retain control over this lane. Xiao puts the wind wall down. Goes for the heroics by himself. That's actually enough to wave through this. He defends the turret by himself.
Ooh, good jukes as well. Very exciting, tied up game here. And as we head deeper into the game, we have to watch the positioning here. Mostly from Vasily, as well as Seraph. CLG definitely needs Seraph to get some good engagement, some nice flanks, multi-men stun.
All right, so turret does go down, though. Well played by CLG. Seraph, yep, he's just going to do the split push thing. We haven't yet seen him truly beat up Ackerman in the top lane, though.
Ackerman has been giving as good as he gets. However, it gets worse and worse for Ackerman as time goes on. So Seraph will be more confident in these split pushing 1-1 opportunities. The only thing he's really lacking is vision up there. Look at the top side of the map. The entire top side of the map, black for CLG. They cannot see anything up there. So Seraph is having a fairly hard time really creating the pressure that he wants to with this Jax.
And that's surprising to me because CLG have 2 sight stones on their roster.
Well, look at the bottom side of the map. They've got that lit up.
Sure, but Dragon's gone now at this point, right? Like, you've got to realize what part of the map is important for you, and the fact that an outer turret still stands in the top lane means it's an important part of the map. Seraph buys himself a couple of wards, puts one down in the river. Should cover some of these moves. There's a pink ward near their blue buff. That'll help a little bit more, but there's still not that much vision. I want to see if CLG will pick that one up.
All right, so the third blue buff as well. We need to keep track. So said consecutive blue buff steals for Nunu versus Nidalee. Always extremely important.
Big damage.
Does come right up.
No name it. Half the chase still, and there's the ulti in for more. And it's going to be a big burst of damage down. Morgana goes down. Going to go another kill picked up as well. Link gets that.
Whoa!
For Baron.
Yasuo's bottom.
Jungler's dead. Support's dead. Mid laner's gone. Wow, look at this one. Huge damage comes out. Baron at half HP. CLG with the tenacity.
Ackerman wants to jump in here. They're going to contest this.
Do what he can. Big fight goes in. Gigantic. And we kick out of the pit. Beautiful play. Vasily forced away. CLG
gets the
low
ball
on health.
though.
Oh, they've got to be careful. The knock up onto Link. Is this the play? Xiao tries to make it happen. They pick up Dexter. LMQ keeps going. Ackerman to the back line. Double kill Xiao. They're still going. That's going to be 3 for him. Can he solo Baron? I think not.
He cannot.
He's going to run away wind wall, but Vasily picks up a 4th. Only Link is alive.
Baron's regenerating.
LMQ.
They stop its regeneration.
It's down
they can
to
still
one
be taken.
corner.
Nunu's coming.
They're gonna keep
spear
trying.
Steal.
There's javelins.
The spear steal.
Oh, the wind wall could block it.
Oh, what?
Not even close. Nice pick up there. The smite from Nunu. And LMQ get the Baron and 4 kills.
So, let's start at the beginning here. Okay, never mind. Let's start at the Baron fight here. Because Ackerman, they know they need to stop this Baron. He gets kicked out, which is a nice move here from Dexter. But then they get flanked from the side here, and Vasily gets a good multi-man rat-a-tat. And then Xiao Xiao just going for the initial damage to scare off Link, who is out of mana. They spent so much, and they didn't get their blue buff, that Link running out of mana really cost him. He wasn't able to do anything for the rest of that fight. In the end, Vasily does get his vengeance on double lift as well. But really, let's go back to the beginning of that, because that all started from an actual good move from CLG. They timed the last time their blue buff was stolen, because they actually saw it last time. And they're like, we're not going to let that happen 3 times in a row. We know what your game plan is with your going to try and steal it away a 3rd time. So they grouped up 5 people in the right time for blue buff to spawn to counter it. They did a great job. They got their counter kill. Yasuo was bottom. They knew they could win this. They're the biggest component here for LMQ in the mid game with Yasuo, with Xiao Xiao not being there. Full confidence. Gave him too much confidence though, going for that Baron. We saw how that turned out. But initially, it was a great call from CLG. Great planning from them to counter that blue buff. Better play from LMQ though, to react to the Baron.
The fact that they went in for that 3v5, just dove and went for the fight, was awesome. Ackerman, his score doesn't reflect it, it's 0-3-5, but he's playing so incredibly well this game. I have huge confidence in that player right now, but CLG, they make the rotation to the top lane, that goes down, Link and Dexter take that one out, and the rest of their team is actually joining very, very soon. Seraphis TP, the duo lane of Double Lift Afro have joined as well, tier 2 turrets under fire, no one's there to defend.
So they've got blue buff Nidalee sieging up, right where she wants to be. This is the plan for this CLG squad. As I said, the 4-man split push, or it was going to be the Jax split push in the 4-man center, but they can swap roles easily. They've got Jax center and 4 men up top, able to get the turret and back out in time. Pretty big win there for CLG. They take down 2 in a row, close that gold lead a little bit, and Seraph still has his teleport.
They really didn't lose anything for it at all. Ackerman gets exhausted, gonna try to get away from this one, does flash away from the Glitter Lance, he will stay safe. Mid lane under fire, CLG can't hold this one, so LMQ brings it 2-4 in
Inhibitor turret though, you can't trade inhibitor turrets for secondary tier here.
This is going to be an interesting trade because LMQ are still going for this one. More Vasily. Nope, they exactly. They do all recall. CLG are not going to flinch here. Inhib turret will go down. Dexter backs off. No.
A little bit of a slow call there from LMQ. They actually stopped their recalls as well. Seraph maybe has shown his face down there. LMQ don't get any defense back. Huge win for CLG there. Now they've been cornered. This is the 4-man squad running for their lives.
Ice Blast is double. He knows he can't leave.
Every man for himself.
He's probably going to go down then. Morgana ulti, Nunu ulti, big damage. Goes in for more. Nice dodge there. Seraph trying to get away. Xiao's going to knock him down. The knockup. He doesn't quite go in. Finally, Double Lift falls down 2-0. Xiao, can you chase? Flash from Dexter. They're going to be safe.
Not too bad for CLG. Yes, they got collapsed on. Yes, they got boxed in. And unfortunate that Seraph also following went down. However, there's nothing on the map for LMQ to retaliate with. Their lanes were all shoved up towards their base because CLG had control. So that's the right time for CLG to go that deep. Yes, it was dangerous for them to try, but it paid off for them. Seraph's teleport did not pay off though. Getting in between Xiao and Twitch, definitely very dangerous for them. However, look at the map. Would they lose? A couple of minion waves of farm. That's about it. And they got an inhibitor down. Maybe this bottom turret will finally go down for them, though.
Well, big damage in from Xiao. Xiao is tactically trucking away at that one. Yeah, why not? Top tier 2, just auto attack down. No one to defend, really. Ackerman does the same. Yeah, so there we go. 4 turrets to 5. Keep in mind, top inhib is still dead. So super minions are flooding around the map.
All right. So they did lose objectives after. Yeah. It was just a little bit later. CLG were not able to get in place to defend them after all. And those 2 kills did cost them more than I previously stated.
Well, it's going to work pretty well now. So CLG down 4,000 gold. I don't know how much you can really just say, yep, Jax is going to carry us here because we still haven't seen it work out. When he TP'd in, he got outplayed. The Twitch slow into Yasuo kiting back, and then they turned around onto him. LMQ have played around that champion so well. Seraph started 2-0-2. He's now 2-3-3. He has not had an impact on this mid game. Link has got to be a little bit afraid. Not going to go in for the fight though.
Meanwhile, Xiao, the star for LMQ this game, he is destroying it right now. He's got the 3 main items for Yasuo. He has got the chase potential. Sticking, whatever, with your Blade of the Ruined King. Whatever his target is, he'll be able to stay on it. And he's got the power to back it up now, finishing his Infinity Edge on top of Static Shiv. This is the biggest power spike for Yasuo that he can get. The only thing else he needs to add on there is a Last Whisper for extra armor penetration. But right now, he is a ridiculously powerful force for LMQ, and that's why they're trying to force right now. They want to make use of this giant level 16 3-item Yasuo.
Let's see if they can do much more with this one, because Dragon and Baron both coming in a minute 15 to a minute and a half. Is that the play, or is the Siege going to be the play? Their sieging honestly not that good. They've got one good ranged auto attacker on the lineup.
Ackerman has teleport so he could try and go defend against Seraph, but they're opting for the 5-man shove and just trading secondary turrets here.
All right, well, they're diving nice and hard. Turrets being traded everywhere.
Not at teleport. He would have to just use his regular bead.
Seraph's still going. CLG's going for the turret trade on this one. Inhibitor now under fire, down to half HP. Big damage comes through. Don't have to be afraid 4v5 at all. Inhibitor turret is gone. Jax is recalling. LMQ knows, and they back out.
So they don't get their inhibitor, but at least they take down the inhibitor turret, and they get this large wave that was bottom. They stop Seraph in his tracks, and he decides to recall. Having just a single inhibitor down isn't hugely detrimental to one of these teams, because the single minion wave is not that difficult for them to clear at this point in the game. As long as they continue to keep that vision over Baron, CLG being behind are going to have a hard time forcing LMQ to do something where they actually have to pay for having that inhibitor down. So the inhibitor being down for LMQ just means that the minion wave is shoving towards them and they get more farm. Basically, super minions deny CLG extra lane of farm. But they're trying to force it.
Exactly. This is a giant super minion wave top lane that will kill the inhibitor if they don't defend it, so they bait out onto the Baron. They force the TP out from Ackerman. They force Vasily down there as well, and the giant minion wave is still building up.
That was a ballsy call. Great call from CLG.
Yeah.
Because they actually do get to make use of the super minions now. Now, re-engaging it, not such a great call.
All right, well, this is going to guarantee the inhib goes down, but Ackerman gets kicked away. Good fight right there. Nice ulti as well from the Sivir. Keep the team back. Seraph, though, goes in for the battle. There's a knockup from Lu that's got to get away. The knockup lands onto Seraph, though, and he's going to go down, dominating Xiao.
Inhibitor, though. Inhibitor is going to die.
Oh, it's going to be the recall, though. The minions are not going to take this one.
Oh, more inside the Baron
flash
pit.
Q not quite going to land. Uh-oh, the javelins. That was not going to go down as well. So top inhib has fallen. It's going to be the defense for Ackerman. They've got to be careful, though. So 4v4 now because the Shyvana is gone. Does not have TP. CLG still on the chase. The Q lands at a Xiao. The knockup try to retreat. There's Nunu still with absolute zero for more disengage if they need it. Twitch has ulti as well. So does Morgana. This could be a fight if LM2 can take it.
The mobility here that we kept...
Oh!
Takes it. The mobility from CLG playing off so much right there. That was such a good call. By the way, starting up that Baron, such a clutch call because they were behind. And it was very dangerous for them to do that. But now returning to the scene of crime here, all of LMQ in their base, and CLG bursting this one down.
Look at that Link waiting outside as well, just to land the longer range javelins. Ackerman in the wings. This one going to be a bit harder.
Desperate.
Nunu's nearby. Can they make it happen? Big Burst comes in. Good smite from Dexter. That is Baron to CLG. One per team. Nice hex from Lulu. The burst comes out.
Oh, and they get his flash.
Not enough. One kill for zero. No Name goes in the knockup. They find Dexter. Big damage comes out. Link forced away. The rat-a-tat-tat from Twitch dealing great damage. The backline of CLG losing so much health. They pull one back. Now Sarah forced to run. Dexter low as well. Venom Cask lands from Vasily. No Name helped make that one happen. Great snowball. Now onto the Jax. Seraph's got nowhere to go as well. Crit comes in. The dodge comes in. Not going to matter. Triple kill in for Vasily on Twitch, and only Link is alive.
This game is so close right now. Oh, can Link get another snipe kill? No. So close. So CLG, they decided once again to go back to the Baron. I mean, they had come out ahead. They had gotten the inhibitor killed once again, and they decided to go for this Baron. They get it. But LMQ do arrive in time. Let's see how they take everyone out. Because they stick around so long killing Ackerman, Vasily is able to get in position and clean up as we saw.
Yeah.
Takes off most of the Baron buffs. So really that Baron kill was about the global gold, getting CLG back in it.
Yeah.
Most of the power of the Baron is actually gone from them now. I don't think...
One guy survived.
All right, we got one Baron buff left.
Yeah, and think about it, like, global gold is, okay, it's 1,500 gold, but 3 champion kills are worth that much. And LMQ went +3 in that fight, so Baron literally got nullified there. And now
Plus they have
Dragon's
control
up
of
for
the
them.
map.
Exactly, from the champions being dead. The waves got pushed out. It's going to mean Dragon here for LMQ. No attempt to really steal on this one. Really sound play by LMQ, playing around the dead inhibitors, playing around the Barons, making really good, unafraid fights.
I think, yeah, they've been really strong calls from both teams so far this game.
7,000 gold. Vasily actually gets the blue buff. Figure of all champions, more stealths, more spray and praise, why not? More expunges.
All right, so Baron and Dragon are off the field. The inhibitor was re-killed, so it calms down a little bit. Back to regular farmlands. And again, as we said, when the single inhibitor's down and there aren't other objectives on the map, it's hard to pull LMQ around. Last time I said that, I didn't think CLG would go for the Baron because it's dangerous. They did end up going for it and got a re-kill on the inhibitor, but this time it's not up. So LMQ do get that extra lane. And they're soaking up a lot of farm there on Ackerman. His teleport's not available, but he's getting extremely powerful. His next item will either be that Blade of the Ruined King or even more magic resistance, so he can tank spears. And they can not only rely on the wind walls, but also giant Shyvana for blocking spears.
Yeah, and she's now starting to get some MR items. Looks like Banshee's coming up soon for both No Name and Ackerman. Looks like actually also for more as well. These items are coming in soon. Infinity Edge started for Vasily, so Twitch can take over carrying duty soon if he needs to. Just in case, you never know. Looks like actually Xiao gonna dodge out on no more damage for now. CLG getting ready to defend. LMQ definitely the team with the advantage here. 8,000 gold lead. Good wave clear from Double keeps the team afloat for now, but at some point, there's gonna be that big fight.
And Xiao has opted for a 4th defensive item on Yasuo. He's just going to rely on his ultimate for the armor penetration. Not trying to get that last whisper, doesn't need to rush into it. There are only 2 members who have built a substantial amount of armor from CLG. So just rely on that ulti, and the power of Twitch in the back line is going to keep CLG on the defensive here.
Here they go. Open inhibitor. Wind wall comes down to keep their minion wave alive until they can push all the way in. And there we go. They got a cannon minion for what it's worth. Big damage from Double gets rid of most of these. Binding going to get blocked by the spell shoot. That's on cooldown now. Dexter does not go in for the fight.
We see why getting that middle inhibitor turret was so important for LMQ in the earlier push. Because they have Twitch, and Vasily puts himself in a vulnerable spot whenever he pops out of his ambush. Even standing there and trying to hit the inhibitor, they have to immediately back off as soon as they see that aggression from CLG. They don't want him to get caught. Wind wall down now.
Inhibitor though very low. One more push, but Ackerman is low on health. Here comes the Sivir ulti. Double trying to lead the charge. Damage on a No Name. This Nunu is low. More slowed as well. He's likely to die. Flashes the Q. Word comes down. They don't want him though. They want to push elsewhere.
Bottom lane is shoving for CLG. They need to run with this pressure. They've just gotten everyone on LMQ low. They have to target another lane so that they can make use of that giant wave bottom.
They're not going for it though. They go to the mid lane.
Trying to find people in the jungle? Oh,
they looked for the recalls, they didn't find him.
Yeah.
The recalls were actually farther downward south in the map. CLG don't get anything from that at all.
They lose that giant minion wave bomb. That was a very small opening. LMQ were able to get off the recalls they wanted inside red side jungle.
And they could have chose to chase more. Instead, they went for the push and couldn't quite find the advantage they were looking for. Nice glitter lance by Aframu, though. Keep the team a little bit more afloat. Randuin's already done for Afro, so they're really going armor tank heavy. There's no major magic damage from LMQ. Javelin puts more to half HP. LMQ, they'll go again for the mid inhibitor. That's going to be going down rapidly.
Gotta watch out for the re-engage here. Seraph again gets a binding to the face. Those multi-man stuns have not been very common here for Seraph. Keeps on getting stunned up, snared outside of the fight.
Okay, so LMQ, they're the team to watch. They're the one that's winning, the one able to make the plays. Baron, 55 seconds. Dragon, 1 minute 34. 35-minute game, definitely longer than most teams normally play because this is an evenly matched game. LMQ squeaking out narrow advantages. 40 seconds on Baron, 2 pink wards already down in relevant locations. They're going to need maybe 1 or 2 more to guarantee that, though. CLG know about this. They're trying to sweep away vision as well up there. Seraph, though, in the way going against Ackerman, puts some damage down, but Seraph is 2 levels down. Ackerman split pushes way to level 18, 292 minions. Seraph, very far down behind in this one, continually forced to run away. Big damage. Double gets caught out in the mid lane out of nowhere.
What?
Xiaohui takes him down
13 seconds away from Baron. That is the pick of the game. LMQ have a huge advantage now. Not only do they have that stronger split pusher with a 2-level advantage Ackerman you just talked about, no AD carry here for CLG during the Baron. This is really, really tough for them to come back. They
CLG.
don't even want to try and contest it.
Exactly.
Hurdle time for CLG.
All right, well, there we go. LMQ takes down the Baron. Good smite by No Name. He's not lost anything in this game either. The attempt now for Ackerman, not going to be enough. He's going to get away very cleanly there, even without wards. He's going to back out of that moment.
All right, let's take a look at the double lift pick here. Xiao Xiao just runs straight up the creep wave, using Yasuo as he was meant to be used, and just destroys him. Double lift, just like Vasily, going full offensive builds, trying to add the damage. But Xiao is just dominating this game. 9-1-4 now. They're base tanking turrets.
They're doing a whole bunch of damage while doing so. Windwall comes down. Double lift is back alive. The bot lane split push still happening. So this is 4v4 inside the base. And Hib, number 2 under fire. CLG look for the re-engage. Teleport comes in for Seraph. Morgan's locked down. 1 for 0. Here comes Ackerman though. The 4v5 from LMQ. Will it be good enough? Vasily very low. The Q lands from Lee Sin. They don't chase down. He does go in. Big damage. Kicks him back in the shutdown. Now No Name's got nowhere to go. 3 kills picked up. Ackerman goes in for this fight, but isn't going to be enough. He's tanky, but can he kill anybody? He's trying to do what he can. Minions, by the way, are killing CLG's base. Xiaohui happens to find a little bit here. Ackerman still on the chase, running away from Link, running away from Seraph. Double it. Will try to hold the base back alive, but now the Nexus has lost both turrets. I don't care if these guys are dead because the turrets are gone. CLG are stuck inside their base.
This is what we call an exciting game of League of Legends. Let's take a look at this Dexter play, because he lands the Q early. All right, yeah, blah, blah, blah. Moore doesn't get to use his Zanya's. Tough break for him. Now, Vasily gets low. He lands the Q, so Dexter's like, oh my god, I landed the Q. He needs to go over, safeguard to the ward, then just in time to take his second activation and kick back Vasily. What a ridiculous play from Dexter there. Xiao still fighting for his life though. Gets plenty of damage down. Able to get some kills before he does retire. But Double Lift, as you can see, is already running back to the base because it just took out all the Nexus turrets. CLG now have an exposed Nexus. At any point in time, if LMQ get the numbers advantage, if they pick anybody off, they can just run straight up the middle, don't have to deal with any sort of turrets, kill maybe an inhibitor if it respawns, and go straight for the Nexus. Even Vasily can get in there undetected.
Exactly.
He could just
they don't have to win a fight,
ambush
just
right
show up.
So CLG have to play so defensive now.
Oh man, this has got to be difficult. Thankfully for CLG, their inhibs are back. So there's no innate pressure on the map. Dragon and Baron also gone. So CLG have about 4 minutes to work with, where the map itself is on equal footing. Can they play with the advantages and disadvantages they have right now? Banshee's Veil blocked off of more. 3 more Banshees on the team though. No Name takes a bit of damage. Nice Q comes out as well. The Windwall is going to mean inhibitor number 1 though. CLG after gets rooted up. Takes a bunch of pain, puts the Windwall up. And there we go into the fight. It's Vasily getting pushed around on the backside, kick into the team. But Ackerman forces Double Lift away as well. So far a 1 for 0. Dexter exhausted. The knockup in. Xiaohui finds a second kill as Seraph goes down. Double Lift's going to be victim number 3, and CLG forced to run away. LMQ going to take them down, and they are the first place team, 2-0 after day 1.
And a well